Well, the chicken tractor is empty. All the chickens have been processed. They're in the freezer, except for two. We ate one. One we're going to have for dinner tonight. I'm going to take you guys along while I cook dinner. We're going to do a homegrown chicken rotisserie style on the grill. Let's go take a look. All right, before we get cooking, I'll show you the setup here. What I've got here is the Charbroil Universal Rotisserie grill attachment or something like that anyway. But it is Charbroil brand, it's universal, it fits on just about any barbecue grill. Pretty easy, mounts to the side of your grill right here with the motor. Then it's just got this removable little piece right here that you just sit on the grill grates and set it on there. I put a little pan right here to catch the dripping so we don't have big flare-ups on the chicken while it's cooking. So I need to get this off of here right now though. And get the chicken all prepared, get the grill heated up. So I'm going to kick the grill on, and then I'll go get the chicken. I better open it up. And I'm going to heat it up to about 400 degrees. That's not going to take too long to heat up, so I'll go ahead and bring the chicken out. We'll get it ready over here. So let me go get all that together, and I'll be right back on camera. All right. I got the chicken out here, and I'm going to start by taking some butter. I've got some nice cold butter here, about a half a stick. I've got it cut into slivers, so I'm just going to work it up underneath the skin of the chicken, starting at the breast side, and just shove some butter in here. Let me get my fingers in there first, get it opened up. There we go. Make a little pocket there. Shove some breast up in there, or some butter up in the breast. And this is just going to help give it a little bit of flavor, a little more flavor I should say, and keep it from drying out so much. Breasts do have a tendency to dry out. These aren't as bad as like a store-bought chicken, but still, it does have a tendency to dry out. Plus, butter's just fantastic. A little extra fat in the food doesn't hurt anybody, right? Oh, gotta burn myself on the grill. Just break that skin loose a little bit. There we go. What I usually do is mix up some herb butter ahead of time, usually some parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, mix it in about a half a stick of butter, cool that so it's easy to work with, and then stick that up underneath here. And that's really good, but you know, the rest of the family doesn't necessarily like all the fresh herbs in the food, so we'll leave it out this time for them. And that's probably more than enough, actually. So I'm going to go get my hands cleaned off, and we'll come back and we'll get to the next step. I see a feather I missed. I can't grab a hold of it, though, because my hands are full of butter. Yeah, I'll have to pull it out here in a second. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I've got my other... let me get over here. I don't have enough room to work here. Other ingredients, I'm going to put some Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning on. That's kind of a local thing. You may not be able to get this everywhere, but just regular old salt will work instead of this. Oh, it's a little windy out, blowing everywhere. And just liberally, I'm making a huge mess, but that's okay. I'll clean it up later. And a little bit of pepper. I don't need to add any salt because that's got plenty of salt in that, that Greek seasoning. A little bit of black pepper. All right, turn it over and get the other side. Oh, there's a feather. And, oh, set that off to the side. Little Cavender's on here. Good stuff. And then, what I've got here is, see if I can open this without getting it dirty with my dirty hands. Some just olive oil spray, and I like to spray down the skin a little bit. Helps it kind of crisp up and brown. So I'm just going to spray it, turn it back over, and spray it on the other side. And that's plenty good enough. That's all I'm going to need on there. This is going to go great from here. Now I need to get this chicken trussed. Gotta go wash my hands again, and then I'll bring out some butcher twine and we'll get it trussed. All right, now I got to truss this chicken. This is a pretty good sized chicken. I'm a little worried that it may not fit on that rotisserie and not rub on the pan on the bottom, but we're going to find out. So the way I'm going to truss this is I'm going to do my best. I'm not an expert on this by any means, but there's always a YouTube video out there or something you can watch and probably learn a better bet. So what I'm going to do is bring this around his arms right there. I'm going to bring it in front. I need to step on the other side so I can see what I'm doing. Bring it in front here and cross it in front of the breast. And my hope is what that's going to do is that's going to hold that skin in place right there. Keep that butter in place, keep the skin on the front of the breast from shrinking up too much and causing the butter and stuff to leak out and the skin to, or the meat to burn right there. And then I'll bring it past the wings right here, around the little cavity here in the front. And let me get this thing, it's not working too well. There we go. I'm going to pull that pretty tight right there. Then go around the knees. Bring it back up around. I'm not sure if I gave myself enough string. There we go. Pull that tight. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, is those legs to come up there. Now what I'm going to have to do is, I already know I'm going to have to pull those legs back down. So I'm not sure if I can do that with this piece. I think what I'll do is tie this off, get me another piece of string, and tie those legs down, because what's going to happen is wrap it twice so it holds, doesn't slip. There we go. That's probably good. Tie a knot in it. I know what's going to happen is those legs, let me cut this string off. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now I got to wash my knife too, because my hands are nasty. What's going to happen on this rotisserie, those legs are going to hang down too much, so I need to tie them up a little bit back here. So I'm going to get another piece of string and do that. Luckily I have one already cut, way more than I need, but it's already cut. So what I'm going to do is just wrap around each one. And then I think I'll pull it up here and see if I can do this, see if this will work. Yeah, that's not working. How am I going to do this? Let me take a look here. You know what? Maybe I just need to... I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try something like that, holds them together. I need to pull them back down like this, so let me see what I got to tie onto back here. Maybe I'll just go around the front neck area right here. That'll probably be enough to hold it. So, a little untraditional. Like I said, I'm not an expert at trussing a chicken, but this is going to work. I hope. There we go. I think that's going to work. And again, cut off my extra string. We don't need it. All right, let me get my spigot here. And let's see, one side has been, I guess they're about the same. I'm not sure which side's which. Let me check something here. There, that's good. So that side goes on there. This side goes on here. All right, this part's pretty easy. We're just going to run it right through the bird. I'm trying not to stab myself in the process. Find the cavity. It might have been easier to go the other direction. Probably is. Let me try it that way. There we go. Oh, gotta take this off. What am I thinking? And just knock something off the grill, but that's okay. And then that just goes into the bird. Make sure it's tightened up, good and tight. This goes on this side. Again, I want to get it down as far as I can so I keep it centered. I better get on the other side so I can see what I'm doing. Into the bird and tighten it up. It would have been smart to turn this thing over so I could have got to it easier. And then this goes on the end, somewhere right around in here, I think. Oh, wait, turn it around. think it goes like this. Probably right about there. And there we go. Now it's time to get it on the grill, but I'm gonna go wash my hands again. Take the knife, wash it with me while I'm at it. All right, so we're ready to put this on the grill. I'm not sure I'm gonna need this glove, so I'm just gonna set it off to the side here for a minute. Oh, all the stuff fell off. Okay, make sure I know the direction this is going on. It goes on like this, I think. Yes, it does. It goes on like that. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna see if this chicken's gonna sit on here without rubbing the pan down below. Make sure I got these right. I didn't get this exactly right. Turn that on and make sure it makes a clean rotation. It is rubbing a little bit. Oh boy, the wingtip is just rubbing, but it's just the wingtip, so I think we're going to be okay. I don't really want it hitting anything. I want it to just turn right here, just like that. So I think we're good. You can really see stuff pouring out of this thing, but that's okay. And there's another. Oh, that was just loose, so we're fine. All right. I think we're good. Like I said, I got a wingtip hitting, but everything else is clearing. It's just the tip of the wing. We don't eat that part anyway, so if it gets burned a little bit, not gonna hurt anything at all. Woo, it's close though. This is a big chicken. I need to raise this up a little bit, but I don't know how to. Oh, I didn't get this on there. Good. There we go. Maybe that'll make a little difference. Oh, that does make some difference. Look at that. Okay, we're good. Close this up, monitor my temperature, get it up to about 400 degrees, and then give it about 30 minutes. I'm going to come back and check the temperature. So that's really all there is to do right now. I've got everything, I've got it all seasoned up. I might spray it down again with some olive oil after about 20 minutes. If it's not done, well, I'll probably wait till the half-hour mark, and if it's not done, spray it down again with some olive oil just to make sure that skin kind of browns up real nice. And it should take 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I'm not sure yet. So I'll just start checking it at about 30 minutes. All right, I'm going to take a break, get out of the sun here, and let this cook for just a little while. All right, it is just about time to check the temperature here. It smells fantastic. While I'm waiting on the timer to run out here, let me just tell you what I did with this bird before I put it on here. I didn't even think about that. I didn't tell you. I went ahead and brined it for about, I think it was about 5 hours, 4 to 6 hours, somewhere right around there. I don't know. I put it in this morning, pulled it out this afternoon. It was probably 6, 7 hours. I don't know exactly how long it was, but usually I'll brine a bird from about 4 to 6 hours, somewhere right around in there. And it's a pretty simple recipe. It's just a gallon of water, 3/4 cup of salt, and then you can add whatever else you want into it. I added probably 1/4 cup of brown sugar, about 6 or 7 garlic cloves all smashed up, and some Worcestershire, a couple tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and let that brine for, like I said, about 5 or 6 hours, maybe 7. I don't know how long it was. It was a while, but that really helps to make your chicken stay a little bit juicier, keep it from drying out, retains a lot of the moisture in it. So I think, let me see what my timer says here. 20 seconds. We're good to go ahead and check this bird. Let's see how. It doesn't look quite done yet to me. Looks like it may still need some time. I'm going to let it turn all the way around, and then I'm going to check the temperature. We're looking for 165 in the breast, 180 in the thighs. So let's just check the breast first. There's my timer. And the wingtips are getting a little bit burnt, but that's okay, because like I said, we're not going to eat the wing tips. Look at all that juice running out of there. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're not done yet, I can already tell you. Nope, not done yet. We're a ways off, about 20 degrees off. So kick that back on. We'll give it another 15 minutes or so. Actually, what I'm going to do is go ahead and spray it down with a little bit more olive oil. Whoops. Spray it down with a little bit more olive oil to make sure the skin browns up real nice. Smells fantastic. Turn around. There we go, that's good. All right, we'll give it another 15 minutes or so, come back and check it again. All right, it's been another 15 minutes, so let's check it one more time. It's looking a little better. I still don't think it's done, but that's just a guess. We'll do it with the thermometer and see what it says. Oh, we're getting close now. Not quite there. Oh, it's getting close. It's about 155. We're getting another 10 degrees to go. We'll check the thigh right here just to see how it is. About 175 it's looking. 175, so yeah, it's getting real close now. So turn that back on. I don't think we need any more olive oil on it. And we'll let that go for another, I'm gonna give it 10 minutes and we'll see how it is in 10 minutes. All right, so we're, I don't know, a minute away from 10 minutes and checking it again. So what have we done here? Like 30, 45, we're going almost an hour, I think, on this bird here. But that's okay, it's a pretty good sized bird. Make sure you cook it all the way through, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and check it. Let's see how it's doing. Oh yeah, now it's starting to brown up really nice. Looks good. Let's stop it right there and just check. How are we doing on temp? I bet we're done. Yep. Yep, we're done. About 167 on the breast, so we can kick this off. We don't need the heat anymore. Let's check this thigh. Stop my timer. Yep, right at 185. Just a tad over, 189 maybe. So now comes the fun part, trying to get this off the grill without burning myself. We need to let it rest for about 15 minutes before I go to carving it, but we're gonna see if I can do that. How hot is this? That's not too bad. Let me unplug it. Be easier to move. There we go. I'm going to take that inside, let it rest for about 15 minutes, and then we'll carve it up and we'll eat some dinner. All right, it's been 15 minutes. I couldn't wait much longer anyway if I had to. So, smells fantastic. Smells like Thanksgiving dinner or something. It's really good. All right, I'll get this off of here, and then oh, there we go. I'm gonna get this over in the sink so it doesn't make a mess over here. All right, now's the moment of truth, right? Take my butcher twine off first. Let's see how it looks. Wow, look at the size of that breast coming off that bird. That's huge. One piece of breast meat, and we'll give it a try. Oh yeah, that is fantastic. All right, well, I'm gonna take care of the rest of this bird and we're gonna eat some dinner. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, God bless.